first met her, I looked at this girl and I'm like, she's in the military, she's in the Air Force, really? But you couldn't tell, so I'm like, I was interested when you did the presentation, when we first met. Your presentation was about your company, about you enhanced, and I was like, wow, you enhanced is pretty good. Well, what is that? Welcome to Zef Zan TV. We're so excited to have you here on the set with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Are you looking forward to do that makeover with Chelsea?
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh, she's gonna enjoy it, I'm sure. But anyways, we're here today, because when we contacted you, we mentioned that the entire month of July, we're actually celebrating heroes. Heroes that we see fit in our eyes that come from various backgrounds. And I think you're one of our heroes, I think that your background that you've served in the military, and your story and how you transitioned from that background to having your own business. And, maybe you can tell us a little bit more about your story, how you got started.
Well, after I graduated high school, I went to the military and decided to put myself through college. So that's why really I went in, and I learned so much in the process of it all. And I really had always wanted to be a business owner. So I went to school for business and started college while I was still in the military. So that sort of started the journey.
So tell us a little bit of the story of the military. What did you do? I mean, how long were you serving? Did you serve?
I did all 4 years. I just did one term of the 4 years, and I was in the Air Force. I was an aircraft dispatcher, airfield manager. So it was interesting. My job was really to get the aircraft from A to B safely around weather and traffic. That was my primary goal, and then my secondary goal was to actually interchangeably to keep the airfield safe at all times too.
So I first met her, I looked at this girl and I'm like, she's in the military, she's in the Air Force, really? But you couldn't tell, so I'm like, I was interested when you did the presentation, when we first met. Your presentation was about your company, about you enhanced, and I was like, wow, you enhanced is pretty good. Well, what is that? So tell us a little bit how you got started, how you got that aha moment to, after you're done serving the 4 years, suddenly you're thinking, oh, I want to have my own business, because, Zef Zan TV is all about celebrating, individuals who have passion for success and who take their passion and turn it into a business or, be an entrepreneur. Because you and I know when we work our passion, it's never a work, right? It becomes fun all day long because you're having fun doing it, right? Maybe you can tell me a little bit more about, what was your aha moment starting You Enhance?
Oh, sure. Actually, my aha moment actually happened after I got out of the military. I went and worked for an airline, and they ended up moving out to Indiana and decided not to follow. So I continued school and worked for Lancome at the time, and I became a makeup artist. So I was a makeup artist for years, and then went into real estate, but I still kept current in the makeup artistry industry, and I did a lot of weddings and a lot of proms. And so one day I was thinking, geez, there's really not anyone who does an all-in-one, all three-in-one, hair, makeup, and wardrobe. And so I thought about it, since I had 10 plus years in the makeup industry and hair and wardrobe.
So back up a little bit. You also do hair?
We won't do the math on this.
Yes. You also do hair? Oh, this is awesome. This is interesting.
I style
that is
hair.
a niche, because not everybody does all three. It's usually something or the other, or two or out of three, and the fact that you're niching yourself, You Enhance for all of that service is really awesome.
Right, and it's all three in one, because, for example, if you were getting married or you're going on an interview or you're making a presentation, you want to make a great first impression, and so you go somewhere to get your hair done, you go somewhere else to have your makeup done, you see how many individuals picking the right outfit at different stores, and so I'm like the all-in-one package where I come to you in the comfort of your own home, and I pick from your closet. We can always incorporate new picks from stores, but we certainly don't have to.
Yeah.
I work with what you have.
Which is great,
It
because
is.
know, some wardrobe consultants take you on a shopping spree, which is, you know, if that's what they do, I mean, primarily for the business, you know, and sometimes it can be challenging. You and I know having to, you know, find the budget for any wardrobe or any kind of wardrobe.
And costly. Oh, exactly. And I really want it to be efficient and cost effective, because especially people that are business owners or going on an interview, geez, you might not even be making half of what you want to be making or nothing at all. So really it's working with what you have, and it's an investment in your future. It's not necessarily such a luxury item, it's more of an
what
investment.
You have. Work with what you have, and that's your tagline, and this is how you help them, you know, overcome. So folks, if you do have challenges with your wardrobe, because I do have that challenge too sometimes, because I'm looking at my wardrobe, and every day, you know, we women, we're looking at our wardrobe, we're thinking, we don't have anything to wear today. And our husbands or our you know, boyfriends would be saying like, wait a minute, I have yay much of a wardrobe and you have 3 doors, you know. And we have that challenge to us because sometimes we buy stuff on impulse, right? Always. And we don't think about of what we have at home already, and we're just like buy, and then we realize we're accumulating this huge collection of stuff in your wardrobe, and then you look at it every day not knowing what to kind of, you know, dress them up together, you know, put them together. So, you know, working with you, you know, you work with them with what they have. So if you have that challenge waking up every day, figuring out what to wear, you know, get with Leslie, because she can probably help you plan, because it's also important, especially if you go to the office to work. Right?
Oh, yes.
That's a challenge, because every morning it's just like uniform, what I'm wearing, right? So it'll be great, you know, to actually work with you and just, you know, get then planned out for the month, for the week. I mean, who has time to think about what to wear? I mean, at least women take, I know, 45 minutes. Also, all right.
Right, that's so true.
But it's great. I mean, it's what you're doing is really teaching them how to plan also, right? I mean, get them, you know, into that rhythm, because, you know,
go along with what it is they are doing on a day-to-day basis. So I ask lots of questions with my clients, because it's really about them. I always find out what kind of lifestyle they have, where do they need to get dressed for, and sort of pick the outfits upon the occasion, and their lifestyle, and their own likes and dislikes, and their comfort level as well. So they have to be comfortable, they have to love what they're wearing, they have to have confidence in what they're wearing. Now these are clothes that they're buying, and like I said, you hit it right on the head, where you had mentioned that you know, you have all these clothes in your closet, you have clothes that have tags on them still. If we did a poll, I'm sure we would find out such a high percentage still out there. So I go in and you just start mixing and matching, and you're creating outfits. You're putting them together with the accessories, you're grabbing all of your go-tos, so then in the morning when you're going to work, you don't have to think about it. It's already, all your outfits are already there for you. They're already accessorized, you know they look good, you've already tried them on, and I even encourage people to press them and get them all ready to go. If you're interviewing and you get a call, they say, we have an opening, can you come in an hour?
Great point.
Put any thought into what you're wearing. You want to know, this looks good, put it on, because you want to mentally prepare.
If you could share a little bit of point or two, especially for, you know, for ordinary, natural-looking gals, you know, who just say, you know, I don't want to use a lot of makeup, but I want to be presentable. What 1 or 2 points that you can help them, you know, to kind of tell them if you just want to be presentable? Because if you go to work or you're going for an interview, maybe you can talk a little bit about, you know, how to prep yourself for a job interview. You know, maybe just 1 or 2 points so that they can take 1 or 2 points to work on, because we know we human beings cannot process too much information at any one time. So maybe 1 or 2 points that can help them, you know, figure out what they can maybe do a little bit better when they prepare for the next, you know, interview.
Confidence. You look sharp, you look professional, but you have confidence within. So if you pull out your best features, and you'll know your best features just by feedback from other people, looking in the mirror. Some people just find something and they're like, okay, that works for me. The color of my eyes, the color of my hair, this or that, or, you know, there are small things that people like about themselves. There's a million things that people don't like about themselves, but don't concentrate on that. Find something that you love about yourself and then pull the features out. So if you've got gray hair, if you've got gray eye color, just pull that feature out somehow, some way with a splash of color or with a nice fitted suit. But really, when it comes to confidence, it's really about fit and comfort. You want to be comfortable, you want to have confidence, and that's going to be conveyed with what you wear, more so than the hair and makeup. The hair and makeup should be very simple. So if you are someone who likes to be more natural and you don't want to wear a lot of makeup and do a lot with your hair, then that's a good thing, because you don't want to draw attention away from, you know, the tools that you have, the knowledge that you have, the experience that you have, that you really want them to really focus on. And you know, I'm not a promoter of this, but we are judged by our cover, and really I try to get people to think of it in a way as it is a fact, and it's not great, but roll with it. You want people to pick up that book and you want them to read it.
Absolutely.
So you judge within seconds based on appearance, and then you really just want to follow through with getting to know them.
I mean, many of you who don't know this, I too had for over a period of 15 years, I had a business, Zef's Concept, which was, you know, skin fitness and spa consulting business. One of the biggest things my trainer said, believe it or not, but if you work on 1 or 2 points that you think it's your flaw, which is really isn't, folks, because it's just all in the head, and I know that, you know, just work on 1 or 2 things, just like you said. It could be the hair, it could be, I don't know, the color, you know. You will actually, if you do get compliments from other people, you know that's your best features, you know, and then what you wouldn't realize, but people will tell you, correct me if I'm wrong, is you will walk with your shoulders straight up. You will walk back, because, you know, your inner beauty just talks, you know, it portrays itself in your body language, right?
Oh, definitely. It gives you a pep in the step.
Absolutely. And can you imagine just bringing that into the interview? That's going to be super, right? So thank you for sharing that tip, because I'm sure many people, I mean, especially we women, you know, we overthink stuff sometimes, you know, and we just need somebody to tell us, you know what, you might need a little bit of color, you may need a little bit of, you know, maybe just straighten your hair a little bit, or do something with your hair. So folks, these are some great tips from Leslie right here, because you don't have to overthink it, because, you know, it's just 1 or 2 tips. And the other thing, I think, you know, when we go out business networking, you know, people don't really care sometimes what they wear, but I say to them, it's important, because you carry yourself. People do business with people they enjoy and like, right, and can relate to, which is the most important thing.
And look professional. They
Absolutely.
look sharp.
Absolutely.
They look more trustworthy.
Represent your business, get the right fit, and again, and this is your challenge, you know, in anything that we do, business or not, right? If we have a challenge, we find a mentor that works with us. I mean, I am sure, you know, Leslie would be more than happy to work with you, you know, and we'll have information in our blog content where to, you know, contact you and all that stuff. And thank you for coming, Leslie, because it's been a pleasure, you know, and I know we're going to go into the next segment, because we're going to see you work on Chelsea, and now we're going to have a reveal. This is going to be super exciting, you know, super exciting. So I can't wait, folks, because this little shy bug, you know, we're going to get her out of her shell. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, shall we see it?
Sure. Ready?
Yeah.
Ta-da!
My Chelsea! Oh. Do you like it?
Yes.
Does it look like Chelsea, you think?
Yeah.
A little bit? So are you gonna wear this a little bit more often, you think?
I'm gonna try.
She's gonna try. Awesome. Well, thank you folks. This is Zef Zan and you're watching Zef Zan's TV, where this month, the month of July, we're celebrating heroes. Heroes who have claimed their own independence, their freedom, their passion for success. And again, thank you for watching Zef Zan's TV, the show that brings you a dash of passion to the perfect blend of ingredients for success in business and in life. See you at the next episode. Bye-bye.